The sun shone brightly. A gentle breeze rustled through the trees. Birds sang sweetly in Meow Village. This peaceful haven was home to a colony of cats. They were known for their playful nature and love of naps. The cats lived in harmony with nature. Their days were filled with joyous purrs and contented stretches. Life in Meow Village was idyllic. The cats were carefree. Danger seemed a distant thought. Little did they know, a storm was brewing. A dark cloud appeared on the horizon, casting an eerie shadow over the land. It moved rapidly towards Meow Village, a place known for its tranquility and harmony. This was no ordinary cloud, it was a living, breathing entity of chaos. It was a swarm of rats, their eyes gleaming with malice and hunger. Leading the horde was a fearsome figure, known to all as the Rat King. His sinister cape billowed behind him, a symbol of his dark reign. He radiated an aura of power and cruelty, a force to be reckoned with. The Rat King had come to claim Meow Village for himself, driven by an insatiable greed. He sought to enslave the cats and plunder their resources, leaving nothing but despair in his wake. His army of rats followed him without question, loyal to their malevolent leader. They were eager to unleash chaos and destruction upon the unsuspecting village, driven by a primal urge. The peaceful sounds of Meow Village were shattered, replaced by the cacophony of terror. The chirping of birds was replaced by the screeching of rats, a harbinger of the chaos to come. The sweet smell of catnip was overtaken by the stench of decay, a sign of the village's impending doom. The rats descended upon the village like a plague, an unstoppable force of nature.
The time has come, my minions. Our moment of triumph is at hand. Meow Village will be ours. We shall reign supreme over this land.
The cats of Meow Village were caught off guard. They had never seen anything like it before. They scattered in fear as the rat horde poured into their streets, an unstoppable wave of chaos. Their peaceful haven was transformed into a battleground, with overturned items and frantic fights breaking out everywhere. The rats swarmed over everything, their sharp teeth bared, ready to attack anything in their path. The cats, though outnumbered, fought bravely. They refused to let their home be taken without a fight. They hissed and scratched, defending their homes with all their might, their determination unwavering. But the rats were relentless, their numbers seemed endless, and their advance was unstoppable. The cats began to lose hope. Exhaustion and despair started to set in.
We must protect our home. We can't let them win.
They're everywhere. There's no end to them. We can't hold them off. They're too many.
Fight, everyone. We must stand together. Don't let them take our village. We can do this.
The Rat King surveyed the scene with cruel amusement. His eyes gleamed with malice. His laughter echoed through the village, striking fear into the hearts of the cats. Victory seemed certain for him. Meow Village would soon belong to him. The fate of the village hung in the balance.
Ha ha ha, Meow Village is mine. The rats' victory seemed inevitable.
Just when all hope seemed lost, a figure appeared on a nearby hilltop. It was a sight to behold, a beacon of light in the darkest of times. Bathed in sunlight, it stood tall and proud. The rays of the sun seemed to dance around it, creating an almost ethereal glow. It was a cat, but unlike any other. There was an aura of majesty and strength that set it apart from the rest. Its fur shimmered like gold, catching the light in a way that made it look almost magical. Its eyes blazed with determination, a fierce resolve that could not be shaken. This was no ordinary cat. It was clear to anyone who saw it that this cat was destined for greatness. This was the legendary Warrior of the Sunbeam, a hero spoken of in tales and legends.
The Warrior of the Sunbeam had heard the cat's cries for help. He had been listening, waiting for the right moment to make his presence known. He had come to confront the Rat King and defend Meow Village. The villagers had been living in fear, but now they had a champion. His presence ignited a spark of hope in the hearts of the desperate cats. They looked up to him, their spirits lifted by his bravery.
The Warrior of the Sunbeam leapt onto the battlefield with grace and power. He moved with incredible speed and agility, scattering rats with each blow. His movements were a blur, a testament to his training and skill. His arrival was a turning point. The morale of the villagers soared as they witnessed his prowess. The tide of the battle began to shift. The once dominant rats were now on the defensive, retreating in the face of the warrior's might. The Rat King, enraged by the arrival of the Warrior of the Sunbeam, turned his attention to the new threat. He charged towards the warrior, his eyes burning with hatred. The two figures clashed in a whirlwind of claws and teeth. The battle raged on.
The warrior of the Sunbeam fought with the strength of 10 cats. He dodged the Rat King's attacks with ease. His every blow sent shockwaves through the rat ranks.
Finally, with a mighty roar, the warrior of the Sunbeam struck a decisive blow. The Rat King, defeated, let out a shriek of rage and fled back into the darkness, his army of rats scattering with him. The warrior of the Sunbeam had saved Meow Village.